Okay, I have my whistle wetted. Now, before we clear coat the what I believe are air intakes on these little parts here, I gotta fix the boo-boo that I did right here. And some of you will, where's my glasses here? Maybe I better put these ones on. Okay, some of you saw when I was pushing on the railing here that I actually bent it yesterday. I didn't notice that until I was editing everything out at the end of the day. That was pretty stupid. I should have known that could happen. Anyway, we got to fix it. And I think if I take my holder downer here, which has sort of a little hook on the end of it, I do believe that we can probably just carefully grab hold of that and pull it back. Now, I don't want to be pulling back too hard because I'll pull the whole ladder out and then I'll have to start all over again. Maybe I should be somehow holding against the ladder on the tread, or else maybe on the stringer. Although it does appear that there is a fair amount of CA holding that in place, but anyway, we'll worry about that. I'm going to reposition the camera here, and yeah, let's just see if we can't fix that up, and then we'll carry on. Now I know that most of you know why it is that I clap 3 times like that, but just in case there's somebody new watching, well, it helps me to line up the 2 audio files or video files. I've got the 2 cameras going, but the sound is going to be out of sync. And you'll notice on the bottom of the screen there's the 3 spikes. Well, I just slide the one to match up with the other, and then it's in perfect sync. And it only takes about 5 seconds to do. Okay, now let's just try this without, excuse me, without holding it back. Is it possible to hook in there now? Okay, let me check in the monitor. Well, it's better. Maybe I pulled it too much. Wonder if I can push it back just a tiny bit. Yeah, that looks a little better. Okay, let's leave well enough alone. Now we have these little pieces of superstructure that we have to put on here yet. And as I had mentioned earlier, I want to be able to put clear coat on these intake vents, and then the panel line accent color, and then flat clear over top of it, the same way as we did with this over here. At least that's the plan. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. just so that we have something to be able to hold it. Should be able to get that blue tack off of there later. Yeah. Now remember, put it face down so that the threads won't get filled up with the whatever. Now, I'll be the first to admit that the airbrush would probably do a much better job, but we just want to get it make sure that all the little pores are filled in. And I don't want to be going back and forth too much, because if I do, I'm going to be dissolving the other color here. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's going to work. I will clean that out properly in a minute. But I just wanted to show you that I'm going to try and speed things up a little bit here. Now, I've never tried it, but they claim that that heat gun will go up to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, I've never tried it, but it'd be interesting to see what it would do to plastic at 1,000 degrees. Probably boil it. Anyway, it's only set for 160 Fahrenheit right now. Now, I was just thinking about what I was saying there about the 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm just kind of wondering, that sounds awfully hot. It would not only melt the plastic, it would probably vaporize it, and I would be running around looking for a fire extinguisher. Now, I want to try and get these as close to the same plane as possible, so that when I put the macro lens on, one won't be in focus and the other will, or vice versa. Now, there's something I got to mention here. After I had put the clear coat on, I was looking at them, and it was a little bit, I'd missed a couple of places, so I went over the whole thing again with a second coat of clear coat. So we actually have 2 coats on there, and I do believe it's dry. It doesn't feel like it's sticky or anything. So I think we're probably safe to try and put on some panel line accent color right now. Now, I know that the last time I did this, people were bawling me out for painting it on, but if I don't sort of paint it on, it doesn't seem to want to wick its way all over the place. In other words, if I put it right there, it's just going to stay there. It's not going to run around, run up like wick its way along like on a panel line. You can see it does on the edges, but it's not on the grill. So that's why I was kind of painting it in there and putting it in probably a little heavier than I have to. I have to make sure that the the brush actually pokes into every single little pore. Now, hopefully, when that dries, it's going to, it's not going to look blotchy. It should be like the other one. I realize that the roof is casting a shadow there. I got a little bit up on the edge there, but well, that's the way it goes. Yeah, you can see there it wicks along the panel, the line, but it doesn't go along in the grate. So I've got to sort of scrub it in. So for those of you who commented about the fact that that I was putting it on too thick, well, you were right. It is too thick, but I kind of had to. At least I thought I had to. Okay, I do believe that when we get through here and it dries, it's probably going to be okay. All right, I'll turn this over and we'll do the other side. Now, that first one that I did, I got too much on there. See if I can wick some of it back up into the brush. Got it on the side there. Maybe I can rub that off later. Or in all likelihood, no one's going to see it anyway. Okay, how does that look? Looks pretty good to me. Just let me check the monitor. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Well, we have gone from a macro lens to a fisheye lens. And we have gone from a long episode yesterday to a shorter episode today. Right now, here in Winnipeg, it is 14 minutes after 2 in the afternoon. And I want to let this panel line color dry out really good before I start to mess around with the flat clear, because I don't want any danger of it running. I think this stuff dries out pretty quick, but I don't know if it dries out quite as fast as the Tamiya paints do. But I don't know. Never done a test. It looks, it kind of looks like it's dry, but I don't want to take a chance. So we're going to give it a little bit of time here. I know we didn't do a whole lot today. Thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.